Go Realtor! What's up, guys? Good to see you again. Welcome to the NATO class. Thanks for that name, Greg. Today we're going to talk a little bit about clients before commissions, mobile homes to mansions. So someone talk to me. First of all, what does that mean to you?
Well, it just means that we serve all of our clients equally, right? Regardless of whether they want a mobile home or whether they want a mansion. We're going to give that 100% every single time.
Perfect. Anyone have something to add?
Yeah, I agree with Greg. Also, you're less focused on the product, but you're focused on the end result for the needs of the client.
So what you're saying, you have your eyes focused on your client
Right.
and not on your pocket. Right? Commission breath. How many of you guys have heard of the term commission breath? It happens so much in sales, right? When you get paid for making a sale. Commission breath. What does that feel like? Chris?
It just feels like, it feels forced, when someone is like that, like, you gotta do it, and you're just like, oh, is this safe or not? They're not giving you explanation because they're just looking out for their own needs,
Yeah. Commission breath. Make a sale. I'm gonna die. I can't make my car payment. Hurry up.
I think it can happen too. Like, even if you're not broke, if you see if you sell an expensive enough home, you get $100,000 commission, right? Like, you can still get commission breath over an enormous payout like that.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. How many of you guys have seen a movie with a real estate agent in it? How many have not had commission breath with those agents they put on there? How many have not had commission? How many good real estate agents have there been on TV?
The only good one was Ty Burrell out of Modern Family. I forget it. Phil Dunphy.
Yeah, Phil Dunphy.
I have no idea what that means. I guess I need to watch that.
That's a good one.
I Love You Man is also another one.
I Love You, Man. I've never seen that one either. I guess I need to watch more TV.
So the question is, how many movies have you seen that don't have good real estate agents?
I've only heard about them. No, what is that one? Only closers get coffee?
Yeah.
Yes. What is that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Totally drawn a blank, though. Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
with the
Put the coffee down!
Yeah, I saw the scene.
Coffee's for closers. That's it. Coffee's for closers. That's right. Yes. Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. So we know what commission breath is, right? How long did it take you in real estate to start to understand that your main job is not to sell houses?
Honestly, I got my start at Redfin, and we were very product focused at Redfin. And it was also at a different time in the market, so we probably had more of an ability to do so because we didn't have to convince people to buy houses. They were ready to go at that time. Coming here at Raintown, now I'm 2.5 years as being an agent. I finally realized how to be more people first.
Very good.
yeah, I'd say for me it was longer than I'd like to admit to. Probably at least like a year in before I realized like, oh, this isn't just like it's not like someone buying a TV or buying a car. Like, this is emotional. Like, people are like super emotionally invested in this, and like, everything's on like high alert. It took me a really long time to figure that out.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for being honest about it, guys. Anybody else want to say something about it?
Well, especially as a new agent coming in, right? You just don't understand that it's a client first and the deal second. Because ultimately, it's your client that's going to have to live with that decision, not you. So,
Right on the money. That's right on the money. Right? It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal making sure you put other people first. It's a big deal. I mean, I just remember through the years of people that have come in, and they don't always, but I got agents that want to come work for us, and the first thing they talk about is how big of homes they sold. Right? First thing they talk to me about, I want to sell these. I only want to work on homes that are $2 million or more. My best sale was one I got for $3 million. Some of my best sales guys are the ones that I did for $100,000. I did a great sale for a gal at $100,000 back in the decline in probably 2010. Fresh out of college, needed a place to live close to Microsoft. I got her condo for $100,000. Got her condo for $100,000. And it meant a lot to me because no one wanted to help her. Nobody did. I'm going to tell you right after that, I closed this deal. She was so happy. I brought her over. She had nothing, man. I brought her over some stuff. And it wasn't too long after that I got a call from a guy from China, just so happened to be a bigwig from Microsoft. And he says, "You took care of my friend Karen." I said, "Yeah." He says, "I want you to find me a really nice condo in Bellevue Towers. Just find me like a real nice one. I go there about 3 weeks, 4 weeks a year, and I want to stay in a hotel. I just need you to go there, help me buy one. I'm paying all cash. Help me get furniture in there, and just let me know." Right? You never know what you're going to get by being a good guy, and just helping out people because they need help. My best deals are the ones who people needed me, where I can be a hero. It's not just about cash, it's about people's lives. We always have to keep that in mind. It's about their life first. We take care of that, and it's just funny how things just take care of us. We open up, Zig Ziglar, right? Zig says, "You help what does he say? You help enough other people be successful, you'll be successful." Right? It's just the way it goes. You got to believe it, you got to trust it, and you got to do it. Right? So if you're one of those people who doesn't understand that yet, all you guys out there watching this video, understand that. It's about the people first if you want to stay in this business, because they'll see it, they'll feel it, and they will leave you. They'll leave you. All right. That's important to me, super important to me. You're going to come to my team, you start talking about commissions and that sort of thing first, you start talking about houses, I won't have you meet my agents. I'll dismiss you. Right? You'll be gone. Have you ever been really anxious for a sale and your client could tell? Been anxious for a sale to close? You're like, "Dude, I need this thing to go, because if it doesn't go, I'm new in the business." You ever been there? We can all admit that we've been there. Right? How do we keep from showing that? How do we keep from showing that?
Well, it goes back to that emotional intelligence, emotional leadership thing that we talked about, where we shield our clients best we can from the emotions. We be the stable rock, the stoic one. And we've all been there, right? I can't wait for this thing to close. I can't wait till this get done. Payday's coming. But I can't let the clients see that. I don't want them to see that, right? I honestly don't want any of y'all to see that either, right? That's me and my emotions, and I'll celebrate with my wife. We'll go to dinner on closing day, right? But we have to keep that from them. Because even though we can put all of our clients completely in front of us and before us, and everything is about them, and everything, it's all about the client. If we show some sort of indicators that it's not really true, then they're going to question our relationship, and we don't want them to question our relationship.
Yeah.
So you got to keep those emotions in check.
Yeah. I tell you, you guys are going to get referrals. You're not going to get referrals because you're so doggone good looking, even though you guys are. Yeah, well, maybe you. You're not going to get referrals because of that stuff. You're going to get referrals because you put your people first. They're going to say, "Use Andy. That guy was a stud, man. He took care of me. He made sure nothing went wrong. I could tell that he had my interest first." Yeah.
I think it's a really valid point, Rob. Like, I work with clients, where you negotiate a deal for them and they get a great dollar value out of the home. But I found that's less relevant to getting referrals than just doing a killer job for them. One of my best clients who's referred me a ton of leads over the years, the sellers didn't want to move out at the end of the transaction, or there was some weird kind of thing where they're supposed to be out, they weren't packed, I forget now, it was 2 or 3 years ago now. But I was there to make sure that we got them out, talked to the listing agent, what's going on, my buyer's freaking out, and you just hold their hand through the process. And that's more important to someone than I saved them $5,000 or $100,000, or I saved a client $200,000 on the sale price. They sold the home 2 years later and used somebody else. So yeah, dollars are way less relevant to making someone feel special than doing the right thing, whatever that looks like.
100%. It's, for most people, it's not about the money. Don't get me wrong. We got to get them, the best deal that we can, but it's not about the money, is it? It's about feeling good about the process, about knowing that they got a decent deal, knowing that everything happened right, knowing that they didn't have anything to fear. Right? That's you guys, knowing they didn't have anything to fear because you were their superhero. You're the one on that line saying, "Nothing gets past me. Nothing gets past me. When someone wants to make my life hard by the seller's not getting out, you're going to be dealing with me. I'm going to go there, I'm going to make your life hard until you get out of my client's house." right? That's what they want to know from you, because that means that they can trust you. Saving some money might be a good negotiator, but can they trust you? Not sure, right? They don't necessarily correlate. So, very good example. Thanks, Andy. Very good example. All right, what does mobile homes to mansions mean to you? Final question. What does mobile homes to mansions mean to you? Let's start on this side.
I think for me, it means looking beyond the transaction, looking directly to the needs of my clients, no matter what it is, that they can trust me to get it done.
Very good.
Yeah, I was gonna bounce off that too. It just doesn't matter what people are looking for, as long as you're there to help them and educate them and kind of make them feel safe through the process is most important.
Very good.
Finding that home that fits them, no matter where it is on that whole spectrum, and just always putting the people first. Give great service, no matter it's a $200,000 or it's a $2 million. You give the same level of service no matter what, and always put them first.
Very good.
Yeah, to what Greg said, whether they're buying a mobile home, like today, maybe that's all they can afford, and that's perfectly fine. That's none of my business. But if you treat them right, and you do the right thing for them, and you go out of your way to make sure that they feel like they're buying a mansion, one day they will probably be buying, whether it's a nicer home, a bigger home, or a mansion, whatever it is, they're going to come back to you. And that's how you go from mobile homes to mansions.
Very good.
I agree with everything that they said, and I honestly don't have anything else to say because I feel like they hit it. You start at a mobile home, move to a mansion, treat everyone like they're buying a mansion, and you're going to be a good agent.
Very good. So I'll just add one last thing. I don't think that we should differentiate our service to any of our clients based upon their disability, the color of their skin, their religion, and any of the protected statuses. But I'm going to throw out another protected status for you. That's the amount of money that they make, their education level, their history, where they came from. These people that are buying $120,000 mobile home, they've scrimped and they've saved and they've worked hard to be able to buy that, to call that home. That's called the American dream. People leave their countries with nothing to enjoy that here. So we have a great service. We have a great honor and a great responsibility to be the keeper of that. We help them to be able to obtain that. And if you don't do that because you don't think they're in your price range, well, then you shouldn't be in our business. We have a responsibility to these people to make sure they get the best life possible. That's why you make the big bucks, guys. Don't just look at the guy who can afford $3 million and say he's a superstar because he can afford $3 million. Care about the person who's going to buy a $100,000 mobile home. Yeah, it doesn't mean that you can make a living off selling $100,000 mobile homes, but it doesn't mean you can ignore them either. Right? Let's take care of everybody. Right? Appreciate y'all. Thanks, man. Thanks, guys. All right. Great class.
Good stuff.
All right, we're done. Appreciate y'all.